So I've seen you speak at NAMI, the North American Meat Institute, and there they are trying to come up with what are the ways that we can create rules and guidelines that make it so the animals are safe, that the food line is safe. When you do that, when you add on rules, and I'm just using the meat industry because it's the one that we both share an understanding of, you can create rules that make it so things are safer or cleaner. But when you start asking the locker, which only processes a few pigs a day, or the medium-sized meat plant to abide by the standards that you have in these huge systems, they would make the case that it's onerous, that it's too much for them to be able to do, which is why you have to have economies of scale because of the regulation. Is that a fair...
Regulation is not why you have economies of scale.
Okay.
Let's think electric power, water, labor. It's more on that. Okay. Now, the interesting thing on the regulations thing is we've been able to take the rules that I've made and apply them to locker plants and not make them go broke. Because what I've done is I don't tell them exactly what equipment they have to have. We use 5 simple outcome measures. Like, okay, we're using captive bolt stunning, and it's got to make the cattle unconscious with a single shot. And on NAMI right now, if it's below 96%, somebody's going to get kicked off the McDonald's approved supplier list. And the biggest problem we had with that was broken equipment. That's not making them buy stuff. Take care of the stuff you got. And then we do vocalization scoring, a handling scoring. If they're out there slamming doors on cattle and poking them with electric prods, they're going to start mooing. And that needs to be under 5%.
Wait, so you can monitor the sound of cows to know how healthy they are?
I can whether they are handled right, not health, handled right.
Wow.
Okay. Well, because you got, let's say you got a 20 or 30% vocalization score. And I go out to the cattle handling area and they're out there slamming gates on them, or they're out there just zapping them all the time with electric prods. Cattle balk at the silliest little things. Like if you have let's say a paper towel just moving like this, hanging out of a dispenser, you about shut the plant down. I've gone in and taken the paper towel out, then the prod score went from like 30% down to about 10%. And all I did was get rid of a paper towel. You'll just balk at the littlest, stupidest things. So we measured the stunning score. Everything had to be dead when you hang it on the rail. Vocalization score, falling down, that's usually due to rough handling or slippery floors, and electric prod use. 5 measures. And when we were working on this back in 1999, when I was training the McDonald's and the Wendy's people, one thing I'm very proud of, we went into some older plants that were not very pretty and kind of shabby, and we got good scores. And we've done the same thing with locker plants, doing simple things like non-slip flooring in the stunning area. That's a simple thing. Non-slip flooring in the unloading ramp, changing lighting. Animals don't like to go in the dark, so I duct taped the light on the entrance of the chute, and then they went in. Put a wall up so they don't see people walking by. Simple stuff like this, airflow directions, simple stuff to fix. And we made, I'm very proud that out of the 75 McDonald's suppliers, only 3 had to build something expensive.